So look, New Braunfels, guys, we need to have a serious talk right now. Because what I did, I just pulled the November 2025 numbers for our area, and one stat didn't surprise me, but it stopped me cold. In a single month, 97 homes were expired, got canceled, or were just yanked off the market. And think about that. That's almost 100 families whose plans just blew up right before Christmas. So maybe they need to move because they got a job, maybe they needed the equity, or maybe they just needed something to change, right? But at the end of the day, the market said no. Now, you might see the headline saying that prices are up, and technically, yes, the median home price is up, but depending on where you look, where they are. But guys, here's the number that is actually going to matter. Only 220 homes actually closed in the community impact area of New Braunfels. But guys, compare that to 97 of them that failed. That means one for every 2 homes that sold, one completely just struck out. Guys, the market isn't dead, but it's far from it. But when you look at everything, it has become brutally unforgiving. And I think we all know this. And guys, if you're overpriced, if your marketing is 2021 style, or if you're just ignoring the data that I'm about to show you, guys, you are walking towards a cliff. So guys, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down exactly why this is happening and what is the tale of two markets that is confusing everybody. And guys, specifically, I want to relaunch your strategy that you need if you want to avoid becoming number 98. So I'm Cody Posey. I'm with Phillips Brown & Company. And guys, I want to start with the elephant in the room. First thing is going to be inventory. Guys, if you feel like for sale signs are popping up everywhere and staying up, guess what? They are. You're not crazy. And when you look in the wider, broader New Braunfels area community impact, we're sitting at 1,464 active listings. And what that is, that's a massive 22.4% increase just from last year alone. But look, if we zoom in into the specific New Braunfels city limits, it's the same story. Active listings are up 20% year over year for 781 homes. And guys, I got it. For years, we complained about we have nothing to buy. Now we have 5.6 months of inventory in the wider market, but a whopping 6.1 months of inventory in the city. And what does this mean in plain English? Guys, I mean, everybody knows this. We're officially in a buyer's market. And economists generally say that anything that's over 6 months is a buyer's market. And we're right there, even as those numbers are even skewed further by the amount of homes that are being delisted. Guys, the power dynamic has completely flipped. I mean, buyers aren't fighting for your house anymore. They're walking into 10, 15, 100,000 different homes, comparing you against every other desperate seller that's out there. And guys, you got to ask yourself, I mean, who's going to give me the best deal? That's what they're asking themselves. And here's the kicker. When you have over 1,400 homes for sale and only 220 are selling in a month, that gives you roughly a 15% chance of selling in any given month. And I don't know if you like those number guys, but they're not great odds, especially if you're just testing the market with a higher price. So this is where everything gets confusing as well. So why are so many sellers are pricing their homes so wrong? Because what I'm looking at is 2 very different reports from November, and they tell 2 different stories. When you look at report A, I mean, the community impact area, which is New Braunfels as a broad, it's actually going to show you the median price is up to $365,000, which is up 6.4% year over year. But when you look at the city market of actual New Braunfels proper, the median price is down 2%, down to $325,000 a year. Why is there a massive difference? Many people ask me. Guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to the new versus old divide. I mean, the community impact area, it captures a broader region, which included the new master plan communities that are outside the city limits. The median year built home there is 2022, and these are just brand new homes, and they're often going to be slightly bigger. They're going to be also selling at a premium, as many new constructions do. But when you look in the actual main city of New Braunfels, the median year built is 2015. So you have homes that are established neighborhoods, and you cannot price it based on what the brand new build is in the shiny subdivision that it's selling it for. So when you look at this, I mean, the market is punishing sellers who don't understand their specific micro market competition. I mean, when you look at things, I mean, look at where the sales actually are. I mean, 0% of the sales were under $100,000. I mean, obviously, but only 4% of the sales were under $200,000. But that sweet spot right now, guys, it's between that $200,000 and $400,000 range, which is currently representing nearly 70% of all transactions in our area. But once you cross that $500,000, that buyer pool just shrinks dramatically. And when you look at things, you're only getting roughly about 11% of the homes sold are in between that $500,000 and $750,000 range. And if you're listing a luxury home today, guys, I mean, you need to realize that you're finding a very tiny pickle slice of the pie. So guys, let's talk about the time, because time is money, right? When you look right now at the days on market, it has jumped up to 105 days. But guys, that's only the time until you get a contract. When you look at the total days to close on market, guys, the time from sticking the sign in the yard to actually getting paid is averaging 137 days. And when you think about that, that is 4.5 months. So if you listed your house today in mid-December 2025, you likely won't see a close until April or May of 2026. And when you finally do sell, don't expect full price either, because when you look at the close to the original listing price, it's sitting at roughly 92%. So when you do the math of that, I mean, if you list a house for $400,000 because your neighbor listed that for that last year, and then you sit on the market 4.5 months paying mortgage, taxes, and insurance and utilities, and then the market data says you will likely negotiate down to $92,000, which brings it all the way down to $368,000. Guys, that's a $32,000 haircut. And my question to you is, wouldn't you rather list it at $375 today and sell it in 30 days just to save your 4 months of stress and mortgage payments and utility bills? Guys, this is what I mean when I talk about chasing the market down. The sellers who end up losing big right now are the ones who started too high and they just do price cut after price cut after price cut, and it's just too late. So enough doom and gloom right now, okay? Take a breath. How do we fix this, right? Guys, if your listing is sitting or if it's about to list, you need to execute a relaunch. We don't just lower the price and pray. What you need is a strategy that's going to be built for 2025 and most importantly, 2026. And here are those 3 steps. The first step is the bracket pricing strategy. We stop pricing for negotiating room in a market with 1,400 competitors, as negotiating room just makes you invisible on Zillow. Let's face the fact. They're not going to see you. They're not going to come to your house. They don't care about your home. We price your home but if you price your home just below the major price bracket, so instead of $355,000, we go to $349,000, we want to show up in every search possible, which brings us into step 2. I mean, visual dominance. The median home price size selling right now is right around 2,000 square feet. If your home is smaller or older, we have to out of market the new construction. That means we got to need to do virtual staging or real staging, drone video, and just professional tours that are minimum standards right now when you're listing your home, when they're looking at it on Zillow, Realtor.com, or wherever. And guys, if your listing photos look like they were taken with a phone, guys, you're only helping your neighbor sell their house. You're not helping yourself to sell yours. Now, the third step is incentive-based marketing right now. So buyers are sensitive, and they're very sensitive to monthly payments. So sometimes instead of dropping your price to $10,000, maybe offer a $10,000 rate buy down. And what that does, that saves the buyers more on their monthly payment than just a price cut. And it's still going to cost you about the same amount of money. So what ends up happening, it's a win-win situation that can actually move the needle. Because guys, let's face it, when you look at everything, New Braunfels is a wonderful place to live. I know it, I live here. But when you look at homes right now, only 220 of them closed last month. And at the end of the day, the easy market is gone. We are in a professionals market. And guys, if your home has been sitting, or if you are one of the ones, the 97 homes family, some of y'all may even received a letter from me who had to cancel their listing or who had to delist or expired, don't give up. But do not do the same thing and repeat history. So here's my offer to you. DM me the word relaunch, and what I'm going to do is I will personally audit your listing. I will look at your price, your photos, and your competition. And I will send you a custom breakdown showing exactly why it stalled and what you can do to help get this home sold in January. And look, guys, if you're a buyer, you have leverage for the first time in years. And guys, look, I ask you to do one thing too. Comment below, subscribe to my channel, and share it with somebody that's either looking to buy or to sell, because I want to help them out just as much as I'm helping you out, guys. So look, guys, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.